have hitboxes been fixed? And is there still a best agent to use? I've been wondering what exactly has happened to the hitboxes. As some of you guys watching already know, during 2022, Antimist exposed that all the professional agent skins have the smallest hitboxes in the game, followed by the FBI characters for CT. You would expect these to be the same for every agent and character in the game, you know, considering that would be the fair thing to do. But that's not true at all. It seems like because Valve decided to introduce agent skins only in the past few years, they had other hitbox configs for the older character models already in game. Instead of using those for the new agent skins or making one the default for them all, they decided to make new configs. And I mean, it kind of makes sense since a lot of these new models have more on them, but it's also exactly what made them so bad. This is not the case for CS2 though. Counter-Strike 2 has the same hit registration system as CSGO, but slightly modified.
Yo, bro, why is he shooting at his balls?
19 little cylinders on every model with a different shape and size to ideally fit each part of whatever specific agent you're looking at. By the way, you can see this in game if you type in this command. If you take a look at how the game displays them, the only visual difference you're going to see is the shape of the hitbox around each hand and foot. This does technically make hit registration different than before, but I personally think it's only going to make it better. Now, I already talked about how CSGO has different hitbox configs for some agents, and for Counter-Strike 2, it looks like Valve fixed this by taking the largest of them, modifying it slightly, and making it the new default for the beta, at least for now. Antimist went through every agent skin, and this seems to be the case, judging by the actual data you can see in the code. This means now, regardless of a CT's agent's armor or a T agent's mask, they will all have the same hitbox surface area. Knowing this, we now know that your personal in-game hitbox will always be the same as everyone else. Doesn't matter what skin or whatever you're using. And this is definitely the improvement we were looking for. But the fact that the largest one is now the default means hitboxes are a little bit bigger. And this is where people are arguing if this change is really necessary.
Bro, is that why maybe as well CS2 feels a little bit easier? Because I don't know, I don't know. Because everybody says that, right? Maybe that's a tiny part of the reason.
If you take a look at this spreadsheet, you can see that the surface area of the head hitbox for Counter-Strike 2 compared to CSGO has actually increased. The surface area is now about 12% bigger, and that's taking the average from both the biggest and the smallest hitboxes from CSGO. I guess this means that now everyone should be able to hit headshots slightly easier, since they will have a larger chance of hitting.
That's so much bigger.
In counter to this though, it seems the neck hitbox was made about 15% smaller, and this is definitely going to help counter that bigger head hitbox, but it's really going to be interesting to see how this affects the game. To wrap everything up though, I would say that hitboxes have been improved, but not completely fixed. Everyone in CS2 will have the same hitbox no matter what, so the game is definitely a little bit more fair, but with Valve using the larger as the default, it will make registers different. Some headshots may be a little easier to hit. The game still doesn't have proper hitboxes that actually only cover the surface area on the agent. With the larger hitboxes, for example, you could shoot next to a player's head and still have it register. I personally hope they refine this a little bit more, but it seems like they're finally on the right track.